Hey. I gotta wait a minute before I start talking, being rambunctious and everything. Just wait a minute and see if anybody's gonna come in on this, or how y'all doing, Facebook family? How you guys doing? I've missed you guys. Now, as you know, I was in the hospital for 4 days. When did I go in? I went in the hospital Wednesday and I got out Saturday night. Yeah, so my blood pressure was a little high and my heart rate was beating too low. Yeah. So that's why I went in, because my heart rate needed to bump up some and my blood pressure needed to go down. So when I got there, needless to say, actually I went to the urgent care because I wasn't feeling too good, from work that night. So I got up and went there and they was like, "You're going to the hospital." So I'm like, "What?" Yeah. So they did an EKG and it was like, "You're going to the hospital." So that's where I was. So it's good to be back. It's good to be back, though. Yeah, I was in the hospital, but just because I was in the hospital don't mean I gotta look like it. So, just when you think you're gonna be, you don't know what's going on. Never think about being counted out. Never that. God said, "I'm just gonna give you a rest." Yeah, God said, "You know what? You need to relax a little bit." God said, "I'm gonna have you sit down for a moment, because you've been running around like you've been all over the place." Yeah, He said, "You've been everywhere. You've been trying to do everything by yourself." He said, "You've been trying to do everything by yourself. You've been running around. Sometimes you're forgetting stuff. Your head cut off like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to do everything. But you can't do everything. So you got to sit down." So God said, "You know what? I'm going to sit you here in this hospital for about 4 days, and you're going to rest. You're going to rest, because when you're at home, you don't want to rest. You're constantly doing things, and you're constantly doing this and that, but you're not resting. The body needs rest. The body needs rest. Unfortunately, excuse my French, fortunately, that's the way we're made. The body is made to get rest. So I'm back, and I'm glad to be back. I feel better. I'm getting better every day. When I was in the hospital, and the staff at St. Lucie Medical, they were so nice and so caring. And mind you, my heart rate was beating at 46 per minute. So the average should be 60 to about 120. So I was a little low, and it was so nice. And I'm telling you, I took like I got like about 5 shots in my stomach. I forget what it was called, but it was it was a blood thinner, so that my blood doesn't clot. There's a lot going on, but when I say I'm feeling better, it was like I went in the hospital, right, and I was a little worried but I was nonchalant. I was just like there, like I was like, I know it's a hospital bill, but I felt like I was getting my rest. I felt, look at me, I feel like I've been rejuvenated, like time went back some for me. Those 4 days that I rested and I slept, they did wonders. Now, mind you, the hospital, they coming in every 2 to 3 hours. So really, it's whenever I got time to rest. I'm telling you, this most high, whatever you believe in, higher self, when it's on point for you. Like everything is lining up. Whatever you're thinking, things are starting to line up. So I've decided I'm going to change my diet. Now, I did the Legion transformation, and I had a great start. the first week I lost 10 pounds and I was excited, and then, it's like I took myself up and then I took myself down, So, the yo-yo diet, you on it, you off it, but now I'm going to change the way that I'm eating because I don't want to deal with high blood pressure. I don't want to deal with my heart rate not beating, at its optimum speed, So I have to, if I want to change what's going on in my body, I have to change the intake, what I'm putting inside my body. So that going to the hospital was an eye-opener for me. It changed a lot of the ways I was looking at things, my perception of the things that's going on and have been going on in my life. And I'm sitting here at this age, and I have my boys, which they're getting older now, but what else do you have? Like, it was like I was sitting at the hospital and I had nobody to say, hey, can you run and check on my house, or even if I had a pet, or anybody just come to see me. But even though, I thought about all that, because when there's trauma, that is when you think about the necessary things of life. So I did a lot of time reflecting and thinking about certain things that I will change in my life to make myself better. So now that I want to be a better version of myself, and in order for me to do that, I have to change some things about myself, and as much as even some people. So I've already been on that journey, so I'm still walking on that journey. I'm gonna make it to wherever He is taking me. I'm walking that journey. This is my story, and I'm sure the testimony alone is amazing. So, hey, I'm not trying to get there and run, but it's the journey for me. It's going to be the journey when I take my time. Let me show you what the hospital did. The guy that, he was such a great guy. I'm telling you, the nurses were awesome. They were trying to get a vein. You could see the green in my vein, actually, but it was the wrong vein. They were trying to change the IV, and it left like these marks, but I'm sure they would go away eventually. You see them where the needle and the blood, stayed right there, but it'll go away, Things happen, but it was a lesson. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be back to talk to my Facebook family, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you're seeing me from. And if nobody has told you today, nobody has told you, I love you. I appreciate you. I think the world of you. I am so grateful for anybody who watches my videos, anyone who takes the time out and listen to what I have to say, because that makes me feel so good about myself. So nobody has told you, I love you. Have a wonderful day. And I never say goodbye, but I will say I will love you later. Love you later. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.